What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this all new POV review by Autobahn. My name is Martin, and today I'm taking a look at the craziest ABARTH 500 we've ever done. So this is an ABARTH 500, but the back badge will say something else, but we'll have a look at that when we get to that. So, as you can see by the big NK2 intercooler, or NKZ, what is that? This is not a stock ABARTH 500. It's had a harsh life, I guess. Looking at the plastics, it's been well used, let's call it that. First off, we have these SAS wheels. We also have the Koni suspension kit, the Brembo brake kit, and Nankang tires on there. And it's got a hothatch ECU. So this car has two ECUs. A lot of fake carbon fiber on this car. Really cheap, I guess. This is just plastic with a weave in it, nothing else. It also needs a bit of a paint job, I guess. Some aero going on right there. More fake carbon right there. As I said, this is an ABARTH 500, so 135 horsepower is stock. But it says 595 competizione. Is this a Badger? No, not completely, because we have a 595 competizione engine in this. So that is pretty cool. It's an engine swapped ABARTH 500. So we have a Bombard 2.0 exhaust, a company established in 1919. Wow, that is pretty impressive. Elaborazioni 1919. And I do really like the chunky, come on get me look of this ABARTH 500. I've always liked them. They've been around for ages, ever since the start of Autobahn. This was actually the first car we did, I think, so that's a pretty cool detail. So let's have a look underneath the engine. Walk around's pretty quick. There's not a lot of body to walk around, so we actually used to own a Fiat 500 Twin Air, which was absolutely amazing, also with a little tune on there. But this is, as I said, not the stock engine anymore. I guess the previous owner, judging his ambitions, blew it up and then used this 180 competizione engine, so 180 horsepower stock, and upgraded about anything he could upgrade. So we have this massive Garrett turbo, we have a big intercooler, we have a separate ECU. I mean, this is some serious hardware that is on this car. And it's not producing 135 horsepower anymore, as it did when this car came out of the factory. No, it's doing double that. 270 horsepower from this little 1.4 liter turbocharged engine. So that is pretty unique. I mean, nearly 200 horsepower a liter, that is. So let's just get inside. Tuning has been done by, I think, KFC, but I'll demonstrate later. This is a sick car in two ways. Okay, so pretty stock ABARTH 500 interior. We have the banana shaped seats that everybody hated because they are so high mounted. It's absolutely insane. You feel like you're sitting on a crate. Just have a look at the floor, which is like right here, and my bottoms, which is right there. That's insane, the amount of space. I mean, the height of these seats is absolutely insane. Later on, you can also get sabled seats with the competizione models, but those actually have the same problem. So it's a bit of a shame. It's also a bit of a letdown. You think it's a driver's car, it's not really. It is a fun car, however, so that's a different thing. As I said, we actually used to own a Fiat 500 Twin Air, and I just love this air conditioning unit, which you had to press to activate air conditioning. Let me show you guys. And then you had to make like a little hole with your hand to see if it's actually on or not, because you cannot see it without doing that. Okay, let's see what it's like doubling the power on a Fiat 500 or an ABARTH 500. You are not allowed to call it a Fiat 500. It was a separate brand. It's an ABARTH 500. So we have two ECUs, so we have to turn on the ignition, wait for the ESP signal to light up. There it is. And then we have to start it up again. Oh, use the immobilizer. Wait for the ESP. Yeah, there it is. And there we go. That's how you activate the second standalone ECU unit. Little feature by the previous owner, who also did the KFC pops and bangs mapping, because the car sounds like it went to KFC and had a bad experience the next morning. It's alright when I do this, but when I let off the throttle, I get into trouble. Everyone will hate me. Let me show you guys. There we go. Oh. And it keeps on going. I mean, for me, that is just absolutely what I hate about tuning. Stuff like this. How is this cool? It's just not, right? I do like the turbo whistles, but that is just so tiring. So it is an ABARTH 500 with the Koni SAS suspension on there, so it handles a lot better than you would think initially, because it's just a square, short, high car. But it's actually surprising how well it goes around the corner, and that's all down to those Koni springs and dampers. I also remember that when you ordered the SAS kit, you got them in a wooden crate that just looked absolutely cool. I mean, marketing wise, the ABARTH guys did a fantastic job with this car. Oh. So 270 horsepower on those narrow, short, tiny wheels. It kind of works actually. I'm absolutely surprised by the amount of traction and grip we have in second gear. I guess it's boost by gear, because we don't have a limited slip diff, which was available on the Biposto models and the Competizione, I think, but not on these early models. Okay, let's do another second gear pull. We can go up to 7,000 RPM because of that big turbo. Oh, I mean, on throttle it's just so much fun, but when you go off throttle, I mean, this car is for sale, so go check out the link in the description if you're interested. I would get this car and have the pops and bangs removed, and then this would be such an awesome experience. It really is kind of ruining the experience for me. So, as I said, on throttle. Oh, ghastly. this is impressive and a lot of fun, and nothing like the stock car. I also really like what they did with the shifter. They did something internally, because it's still the same potato shifter you get as stock. This thing is just shaped as a meatball. So on the Autobahn, needs a little time to really spool up that big turbo, but that shift quality, really impressive. And that's 100 to 200. I think that's quite impressive, especially considering the fact that you have to shift to 5th, because 4th ends at 196 GPS. So it really kind of bogs down when you get into 5th. Otherwise it would absolutely do a 15-second run, which is pretty damn impressive. And I've been doing pulls for the last 1.5 hours now, and it hasn't had a single issue. I mean, when you have these big turbocharged little engine cars, we normally get some issues, but this has behaved really well. Let's do another one. Second gear. Is impressive. Just have a look at this little shoebox on wheels doing this. Really, really cool. I really like this car. It's just those pops and bangs that really irritate me. They are just ruining the car for me. Which is, I mean, it's just logging into the ECU and removing them, and the car would be twice as good. They are just stupid. Let's have a look at the turbo lag, turbo gap we have. That's to 90 and 4th. Floor it. Nothing happens. There we go. It's picking up. Now it's pulling. Up to 7,000 RPM because of that big turbo. Oh, that is nice. And those Coney dampers are just so impressive. They make the car really alive. It's a massive difference with a normal ABARTH 500. Third. The Brembo brakes are really bitey as well. Oh. So if you're interested, go have a look at it. Link is in the description. Go contact the seller. So thank you guys for watching. Go subscribe to our channel. Go check out this video, or go check out the playlist right here. Thanks guys. Bye.